Find out whatever mechanism allows this ship to pass unharmed. Rip it out and install it in the frigate.
Aye, Captain John.
I need its firepower to seize the Mint. What's this? On the com?
An incoming transmission.
Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
Here are 8 final predictions and things that we just really want to have before Skeleton Crew wraps up with its finale that we're just desperate to see come true. So, without further ado, we're gonna hop right on into it. If you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. It really helps the channel grow and lets you know when I upload new videos here almost daily. You'll get instant access to the newest Star Wars news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns right here. By subscribing to our channel, you're not just supporting the channel, you're joining a community of awesome other people who love a galaxy far, far away. Plus, hitting that bell icon will ensure that you never miss out on any of our videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you are liking it, and drop a comment down below to let me know what you guys may be thinking. I'd love to hear from you. That is all. Now, let's get back to the video.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Skeleton Crew's finale is almost here, which will likely bring the adventures of Wim, Fern, KB, and Neil to a close in the Star Wars galaxy. Originally finding themselves lost in space after boarding the legendary ship, the Onyx Cinder, they found buried on their own homeworld of At-Aten, this group of young kids has finally made their way back home. However, with some trouble. They've also attracted the interest of multiple pirates seeking a legendary lost treasure aboard their very own home planet of At-Aten, and as such, it's going to be a very exciting one to see as of to how it all culminates in the finale. Skeleton Crew confirms that the secret world of At-Aten is said to hold a mythical eternal treasure, and as such, it's Jude Law's pirate captain Jod Nana Wood who learns while helping the kids get home that this treasure is one of the last Old Republic mints originally discovered by the legendary Captain Tech Renard. Most recently, Skeleton Crew Episode 7 saw the Force-sensitive and lightsaber user Jod threatening the kids and their parents to help him access to At-Aten's multiple vaults filled with golden Old Republic credits. And with that in mind, the one big last hurrah of Skeleton Crew's upcoming finale, 8 things that I just kind of need to actually know, or that I would love to have come true and actually be a part of the Star Wars canon, a part of Skeleton Crew. So, first one up is Jod is revealed as an Order 66 survivor, and more so the rest of his past. Jod's apparent ability to use the Force leads us to believe that he'll be revealed to be an survivor of Order 66 and actually had lived a past life on the planet of Coruscant in the Jedi Temple. Combined with his ability to easily use a lightsaber Wim had found in Tech Renan's lair beneath Skull Ridge Mountain, it seems that Jod likely had some formal training as a Jedi as well. Training that was likely cut off following the Jedi Purge though, however, that had preceded the formation of Palpatine's Galactic Empire. As such, I wouldn't be surprised if Jod is revealed to be a former Jedi Padawan who turned to a pirate's life of crime after surviving the events of Order 66, almost as how Star-Lord ended up with the Ravengers in the MCU. Jod being an Order 66 survivor would also explain his clear resentment towards the kids, having referred to them as sheltered and spoiled in Skeleton Crew Episode 7. It's likely that Jod himself is likely carrying some lingering anger towards the Jedi Order that had taken away his youth and taken away his childhood that was supposed to protect and take care of him. It's the background and history for Jod that makes the most sense, and we're hoping that Skeleton Crew's finale finally reveals just as to who Jod truly really is, and considering all of his various names and personas that are clearly just aliases, such as Jod Nana Wood, Captain Silvo, Crimson Jack, Dash, etc., so on and so forth. And so, the next thing that we want to see revealed in the finale of Skeleton Crew, as number 7, is that who the Supervisor actually is. The Supervisor, maybe to be potentially revealed, is actually supposed to be Captain Tech Renard. Jod and the kids confirm that At-Aten holds an Old Republic mint from an old hologram recording of Captain Tech Renan in his lair under Skull Ridge Mountain. Renan was the legendary pirate captain who had first found the planet and was the original captain of the Onyx Cinder. However, there have been conflicting reports and legends about what had happened to Renan and his crew following his discovery of the mint on At-Aten. The only evidence of his presence on the world was being the buried Onyx Cinder. And keeping that in mind, we have a hunch that Tech Renard very may well be still alive to some capacity and perhaps secretly took over as At-Aten's supervisor years prior to the events of Skeleton Crew. After all, the supervisor's voice has been heard in Skeleton Crew over a PA system, a voice belonging to actor Stephen Fry, though his face has never been actually shown. And likewise, the holo recording of Tech Renard from earlier episodes also hid the legendary captain's face. Either way, we're expecting to see more of Tech Renard during the finale in some capacity, and not just that, but the true reveal of who the supervisor of At-Aten is, which brings us to our next one. Is the supervisor maybe a droid out of all things? Now, whether he's secretly Tech Renard or not, we also think that the supervisor will be revealed as a droid, rather than the expected human or alien or just organic being. This would help explain the secrecy of the supervisor, as well as the anti-droid sentiments that have been made throughout Skeleton Crew. Many of these comments come from Jod, out of all, who has voiced a distrust in droids, which further speaks to the idea of that maybe he was around during the events of the Clone Wars, and maybe even had to take down a few battle droids himself, and wanting to speak to the supervisor rather than to continue to rely on the droids whom he had tricked into thinking he was a Republic emissary arriving to pick up a shipment from their vaults and also dropping the kids back off. However, anti-droid sentiments have come from the kids' parents too. They've complained that At-Aten security droids don't listen to them, and that they actively defied the droids when they sent a beacon beyond At-Aten's barrier in hopes of getting a message to their kids. And as such, it does lead us to think that Skeleton Crew's finale will be ripe for a twist. One that confirms At-Aten has been controlled maybe by droids all of this time, and likewise, it would be kind of pretty cool and funny at the same time if the legendary Tech Renard was secretly a droid as well. And so, leading us to point number 5 of what we want to see in the finale of Skeleton Crew is Carson Teva and the Adelphi Rangers to make an appearance. The Adelphi Rangers being a squadron of the New Republic. Skeleton Crew has yet to feature any major cameos or characters from other New Republic era shows. It's even been a common complaint. I wouldn't be surprised if a major character appearance does get made in the show's finale. It would only be fitting and helping to connect it to Lucasfilm's other Mandoverse shows, especially seeing how most of these shows are meant to culminate into a movie directed by Dave Filoni, the Thrawn movie. And with that in mind, the appearance that makes the most sense would have to be Captain Carson Teva and the Adelphi Rangers, presumably even the Mandalorian, as the Mandalorian Season 3 had concluded with Carson Teva recruiting the Mandalorian. The Adelphi Rangers, a squadron of New Republic pilots tasked with patrolling the Outer Rim in particular for the New Republic, by which maybe At-Aten may be a part of. A few New Republic X-Wings have been spotted and been around in the show, twice in previous episodes of Skeleton Crew, and as such, perhaps the Rangers will finally arrive to help At-Aten fight back against Jod's crew of pirates. And after all, they're still waiting for Jod in the planet's orbit after he had snuck aboard the Onyx Cinder, which didn't just hold the key to getting through the barrier, but very well is the key itself to getting through the At-Aten barrier. And so, coming in at number 4 of a must that we want to have in the finale of Skeleton Crew is the potential for Wim to discover that he actually is Force sensitive. I know, but it is Star Wars after all. We're half expecting Wim to be able to use the Force in Skeleton Crew's finale. Having dreamt of being a Jedi while growing up and going to school on At-Aten, Wim finally got the adventures that he's always wanted, only to be faced with the harsh realities and the various dangers. However, it's possible that Wim may finally find himself and within himself to use the Force, not as a wish of fulfillment for all of his days playing pretend, but with the purpose and likely to save his friends. After all, he did learn some Jedi wisdom from Jod after all, who told him that your focus determines your reality, a same quote that was used from Qui-Gon Jinn to Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace. Point number 3 brings us to Jod, and while I really don't like Jod right now, as of to where episode 7 had given us a cliffhanger, he still has a little bit of wiggle room for a redemption. Jod may choose to save the kids, and save the kids from the Supervisor out of all things, a change of heart and a redemption. Jod was revealed as being pretty despicable to get the score that he had always dreamt of, and said some pretty cruel things even while threatening the kids with a lightsaber. Even then, we do still think that there's some room for Jude Law's character of Jod Nana Wood to turn around and have a slight redemption, a change of heart, and something that may not make him as bad as he really seems to be at the end of the day, especially if the Supervisor is revealed to be a major threat within the finale, whoever it may be. And not unlike the Long John Silver in Disney's Treasure Planet who ended up saving Jim, but we could see Jod helping the kids if something happens where the droids end up turning on them and their parents, perhaps for breaking so many security protocols even. Even then, any type of danger that maybe Jod would have to sacrifice himself for and for the greater good of the kids would be heartwarming. Number 2 of a must for Skeleton Crew's finale is maybe Jod escapes At-Aten but leaves his crew behind. It would leave the door wide open for a potential future of Skeleton Crew, and something that's even been discussed by the show creators Jon Watts and Christopher Ford. Regardless of how much he may or may not redeem himself, I also think that Jod Nana Wood could still make his grand escape by the finale's end, whether or not he leaves with treasure or not though. Again, mirroring the Long John Silver, I could see him riding off into a proverbial sunset, perhaps with a few credits to his name even, and also leaving his crew behind to start a new life. Then again, this is just a conjecture, and it's just as possible that Jod could end up doubling down as Skeleton Crew's main antagonist and villain and meet some sort of demise by the episode's conclusion. But then again, Jon Watts and Christopher Ford have both said that the door is wide open for a second season of Skeleton Crew and are even writing scripts for it. And so, coming in at number 1, the big thing that we need to have in Skeleton Crew's finale, the big want, is for At-Aten to reveal itself to the rest of the galaxy and to join the New Republic. Skeleton Crew has established that At-Aten has been intentionally cut off from the rest of the galaxy for centuries, contained within an artificial maelstrom barrier preventing outsiders from accessing it, or let alone even knowing that it's there. And as such, it's been implied that the citizens of At-Aten have no idea what's been happening to the greater galaxy in the recent decades especially, such as the Clone Wars or the Galactic Civil War, or maybe even the current New Republic that has taken its place of the Empire. But I would think that they would know that, as they specifically, the parents, in their transmission to the kids, tell them to find a New Republic emissary. This explains why the planet still holds a functioning Old Republic mint at the same time though, however. What hasn't been revealed is why the mint is still running and the motives of those in charge. And as a result, our assumption is that the truth about the rest of the galaxy will eventually be revealed to At-Aten citizens. When, and if this does happen, they could then join the New Republic, which could help integrate them into the modern, present-day galaxy. All things considered, it would be a very exciting thing to see as to which of these predictions actually does come true when Skeleton Crew's finale does come out. Let me know your theories, your predictions, your thoughts on these predictions and theories and wants for the finale of Skeleton Crew, what you guys have thought about the overall show thus far here as well, and what you want to see in the future of this show, whether it's in a second season or in other Mandoverse shows. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Thanks so much for joining us today, Star Wars fans. If you're passionate about all things of a galaxy far, far away, whether it's the movies, TV shows, legends, or deep dives into more Star Wars lore, you've come to the right place. We're here to talk about everything from the rise of the Jedi to the fall of the Empire and so much more. We break down your favorite characters, unpack hidden Easter eggs, and give you our predictions for the next big adventure in the Star Wars universe. And whether you're a Padawan or a seasoned Jedi Master, we've got something for you. And if you want to take your Star Wars fandom to the next level, make sure to check out our online merch shop linked in the description down below. We've also got a couple of codes for you guys to get some cash off, so definitely use those. But we offer anything from t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and so much more, so check those out. You'll also find a couple of affiliate links down there as well. At no additional cost, you can support the channel. So check out our links in the description down below. Don't also forget to follow us on our social medias as well for even more Star Wars content. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, and bringing you you all of the latest updates, behind the scenes sneak peeks, and all of the Star Wars fun that you can handle. All linked in the description down below. And thanks so much for being a part of the Star Wars family. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates and videos here on the channel. Remember to never stop exploring the galaxy, and may the Force be with you always. Peace out.